Hello, welcome to Podcassidy. I am here with the wonderful, wonderful Briana Brew. How are you?
I'm so good. Thanks for having me.
That was so quiet compared to your
I
personality. I'm so good. I've never heard you so quiet in my life.
I know I'm so nervous over here. I mean, you guys,
Nervous?
you're a big deal now.
Oh, shut up. Shut up. I love I was telling people before, I was like, Briana is my Cassidy. Because there's people, that very much like me and talk to me often, and I'm like, that's Briana for me. Like, she was the first person that made me feel comfortable and want to share more. So
It was so crazy, like thinking back to that, because like during the coffee chat that when we initially met, I told you like very early on, I was like, girl, why are you scared to post? You are so funny. And I told you then, I was like, you have a spark, like do whatever you want. And look at where you are now.
everybody that.
I
At least
don't
I'm
know. I don't.
I assume.
Girl, no, I do
like, she just lights everyone's fires, and
I mean, I tell people, but again, it's also like we were talking about this before. Like, do you have the fire to really do it or not? And that's when you like made your own path and you got shit done.
yeah. Another man, who was I talking to about this? But I feel like the way that our relationship evolved is how networking is supposed to actually work. Because
Yes.
the fact that I reached out to you, we had our little coffee chat, and then I'm over here, I'm supporting you, commenting, liking, and then when I was ready and I was like, I have some questions, you were there and ready. And because you're obviously someone that is willing to help others, but because had been putting in the time to invest back into your community too and to support you, people want to help people to help them too.
Yeah, all it is I mean, my DMs are always open for creators. I used to get a lot of questions early on, and now like that, a lot of those people have filtered through to like Slack and post in their stuff. But I mean, my DMs are always open. Like, I don't gatekeep anything. I'm pretty honest about all of this because I think one, gatekeeping is very like 2012, and that's how like gross the corporate world has been. Yeah. And I think creators just need to lean on creators more and be honest and talk about what's working and what's not, and like not everything has to be a competition.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like me telling you what tools I'm using isn't going to make a difference in anything. So it's like, why are you gatekeeping? Yeah. Again, like if you're willing to do the work, like that's the thing. Like I can't do the work for you.
Right.
So that I will share and talk about this stuff all day long because I think for social now to have something to fall back on, and also I think this is a lot easier to attain than what most people realize.
Yeah, I I absolutely agree. And just the fact that you put out all these resources and things, it's not like helping is taking anything away from you except for the time that you are willing to give. It's not like you doing this is taking away part of your audience. Like, people can share audience.
Yeah,
There's
and it's like
around enough for everyone to eat.
That's the thing. There's plenty. Like the world needs independent media. Like we were just talking about this. I've talked to so many, like the some of the people I've been interviewing have like praised what I'm doing and are like, no, we need more independent media because one, legacy media is very outdated. And if you think about like, just because we're not like global media doesn't mean we don't deserve to have a seat at the table with the same outlets, because those same outlets have built their entire business on outing, canceling, and destroying the entertainment industry. Like, they're still all people at the end of the day. And I think we need more media like that is out here to truly be fans of things and hype things up versus just covering it to cover it. Like, you're not going to see me covering things that I'm not genuinely interested in. I do have ADHD. I'm all over the place. So like, you will see if you go to the Apper Gazette, I don't cover just one thing. I cover what I love, which is pop culture and social media and sports now in certain sectors and travel, and there's room at every one of those tables for so many other people. I cannot express this enough, but like, everybody out there has the ability to do this, but it's whether or not they're hungry enough to actually get it done. Like you did. You got it done. I look when you reached out about the website, and I was like, girl, if you just get that website done.
I know. I was like, Bree, this isn't matching on every page. And you're like, I swear to God, if you don't just push that and make it live.
Because that's the other thing. Like, so many people are in their head about like, is the website perfect? Is my logo perfect? It's like, I'm sorry. Are you a big brand? Are you starting out with tons of resources? Can you hire a graphic designer to fix that for you? Can you hire a marketer? Can you hire a copywriter? No? Well, then get it to the best that you can and just get it done, because that is all that matters. Because I promise you, the people who have rallied around you don't give as nearly much of a shit as you do about how, and I know it's like part of it's like OCD and like perfection for some people, but again, just if you don't get going, you're your own roadblock.
Yeah.
Like, you're just standing in your way, doubting. And like I told Cassidy this, so many people doubt themselves before they're even willing to give themselves like a chance. And trust me, the world is gonna doubt you enough. Like, the internet, I mean, LinkedIn lunatics exist for a reason. Don't doubt yourself and just rip the fucking Band-Aid off and do whatever you want to do. You want to sell merch, you want to put that stuff up, do it. Get it done. The only person standing in the way is you.
Yeah.
And that's what I'm going to keep reminding you. And Serena said, get your merch done.
Yeah. Yeah. There's a reason behind that. There is a reason.
Sure, Jan.
There is. It's just I don't want to say it publicly. But
okay.
there is a reason why that has not gone up yet.
We'll talk.
But it will. Yeah, but that is something that is going to come up, and I'm excited for. And yeah, we're good. Everything's good.
Everything's fine.
What stage do you feel like most creators like drop off at, or like that's the roadblock that you see them not able to overcome?
I think almost every stage, but like more so when they want to learn how to become a professional creator. Like when we, like in the very beginning, like when you and I first started having like chats and I started sharing a lot of this stuff, it's very overwhelming for them. And I think taking that in itself, I see a lot of people immediately drop and get overwhelmed. Like, I've offered mentorships to a lot of people just because they've reached out and asked. And then when it comes time to turn those on, it's like, hey, I want to pause. I'm not sure I'm ready. And I get it. But again, they have to be ready. Like we talked about earlier, like they have to be ready to make the moves and want to do this stuff. And I feel like every stage has its drop-off points of when people get to that. But I feel like the biggest is just starting and staying consistent and knowing, like, again, I'm a year in. I've been pitching for pretty much the whole time. I've really started over the last 3 months, and it's not overnight. Like, the reality is that it's going to take to probably year 2 to 4 to really start making the revenue that I need to support everything.
Mm-hmm.
And I think for some people, they want it to be faster, and they're just not willing to either put in the time or can't for whatever reason. So I think I see like drop offs at every stage. I think people, again, don't realize how easy this is. Like, some of the stuff that it's hard work, but at the end of the day, like, it's still within reach. So I think those are some of the biggest, especially when, like, in the beginning, if they want to start with sponsorships and they don't get anything in the first like month or 2. It's like, I worked for somebody who was a celebrity creator. They didn't get their first sponsorship until 6 years in.
Oh my God. To keep that motivation that whole time.
Right? Like, that's the thing of this is, like, I mean, obviously there's so many more ways now, like we've talked about with ad revenue and affiliate marketing, and like, that's why it's important to turn on all those lights. It's just, for some people, it's very hard.
Yeah.
So I think that's the thing, and it's like, it's rough, but I get it. I will also say, like, comparison is a thief of joy. Comparing your experience to everybody else's will also kill the motivation and confidence.
Yeah.
Because I see that really as a common factor with creators a lot of the times. Like, some creators will say, like, oh, well, this creator's got this many followers and their stuff's being seen at this rate, or, you know, and they struggle with that.
Yeah. Yeah, I can definitely see that being an issue. I personally am pretty good about comparison. And I feel like most of the time it's because I come from the mindset of, okay, well, everyone came from different circumstances. Everyone is coming from a different position. Like, you, for example, like, you have children, so that is going to obviously eat up more time for you to be able to invest. And you can't spend hours playing games on Discord like I can and Max can at night. Like,
no, and it kills me. I'm in bed. Like, this is so, like, I had to have so much caffeine. Like, I was talking about this the other day with somebody, but like, it always, like, it crushes me when I see your Discord games, and I'm like, I feel like it's like that scene from The Office with the guy, like, peeking behind the, like, curtains, just staring out the window.
Mm-hmm.
Or, like, maybe for you, the Squidward meme.
Yeah.
Looking okay. Yeah, like, you and Max are fucking SpongeBob and Patrick, and I'm Squidward, like, up in my hole, like, getting ready for bed at 8 o'clock.
Well, you know what I'm gonna make him post after this.
But I think, yeah, there's so many different factors. Like, I have a lot of friends that have young kids, and this is really, really hard for them because, like, they're in the trenches where it's like, our kids are getting older, so I have a little bit more time, but it's also finding a way to turn what you're doing into, like, a job, like, treating it like a job, which is the reality of what you have to do. It's not easy. I had this conversation the other day with a client about, like, this in the startup lane, when you work for, like, let's say CPG, like snacks and beverages. By the time you guys see, like, a Poppy or a Rotten or a Freebird, it's like, I mean, for Jay, it's water, but for so many of the other ones, it's like, by the time you see their brand, you haven't seen the come up. Like, you didn't see them mixing concoctions in their kitchen for like a year or 2. You didn't see them going and selling for like another year at like farmers markets and stuff. Yeah. Because that is the hard work that you have to put into this stuff. And like, there's so much that comes into this of like having to get, you know, a media company off the ground floor as the independent founder.
Yeah.
There's a lot of sacrifices. It's like, I can't just comment on LinkedIn all day long now, because now I'm at the point where I'm like, okay, what are we working on for our partners this week? What, you know, like,
yeah,
what are we getting into? Because now we've built it to something where we're covering like events. And the other day we got our first ever press release request where a production company reached out to us.
Ooh. Okay.
And asked us to put out a piece for a very big thing coming out. I will say it involves Star Trek.
Oh.
For the Star Trek anniversary, and I'm pretty stoked about it. And it's like, again, just because you are not a BuzzFeed or I don't even know, legacy media that still exists. I'm trying to think of any, but it again, like, just because you're not a BuzzFeed or whatever new, I don't watch big news, so I honestly, guys, I couldn't tell you a brand right now. Like, I won't even touch on the toxic ones, but like, just because you're not them doesn't mean you can't sit at the same table.
Yeah.
It's just, you're gonna have to do a lot more hard work to get there.
Mm-hmm.
But then you get to cover stuff like Gen Con.
Yeah. Which was so much fun. I loved it. I can't wait to go with a press pass next year and have them.
Oh man, and I have so many good ideas. Like, I'll send you, we can talk about it on Friday, but I have some great tips just from what we learned at the first one. What was your favorite thing that you did there?
Oh, it's always the play testing. So they have an area where games that aren't released yet, the developers will bring them in and you get to play test them and give them feedback on the game before they like fully.
That's what I'm excited for the video game con is that we're going to. It's a Geek and Game Expo, and it's like all video games, and they have like a video game section where we get to play all the video games. I'm like super stoked for that.
Hell
yeah. yeah. So I'm like, okay. I again learned as a newbie for the first one, which GalaxyCon was insane to cover. There's so much. I am still so overwhelmed, and I have so much content that I haven't even got to edit yet. That's the other thing about this that sucks, is like, there's so much that I've done that I still haven't gotten to get the content out. Mm-hmm. Because I'm the one editing, I'm the one doing the writing, I'm doing the voiceover, like,
yeah.
So I feel like, you know, when you get to that point, I mean, you're already there. Like, you're doing all the things. I can't wait to. It's fucking hard.
It is hard.
Like, trust me, it's hard. Some of the things, I had a client call me the other day, and he's like, you know what? I'm really mad right now. And I was like, vent, let's go. And he's like, nobody talks about this in the founder space. They don't talk about how hard this is. They don't talk about how lonely this is. They don't talk about, like, I'm always traveling, or I'm always in, like, working. I don't have time off to do a lot of things. And I'm like, yeah, but how good does it feel to know it's your company?
Pretty good. It feels good. I'm
no layoffs unless you fire yourself.
Yep, that's true. That's very true.
You can't do that.
Yeah.
Mama didn't raise no quitters.
Right. Max and Ken both mentioned that they liked your mic. Max specifically.
Ooh, yeah. I will say, I'm not going to tell you guys the company that did it, and not because I'm gatekeeping at all. You can, like, look up mic flag companies. But this company refused to print the mic flag for Loose Cannon.
Oh, because of the...
Yeah, because they said that this was offensive. It falls under their offensive artwork. So we are not doing any shout outs for that company.
Yeah, they can get a flippy of their own.
Yeah, I'm not worried. Like everybody, I was like, dude, I could definitely send them a ton of stuff, but with the cost of what I paid for this and everything, I'm like, you know what? I'm good.
Yeah.
You're not gonna mention their names just because
Yeah.
flip
No,
you.
I do you oh shoot, what was I gonna ask?
I wish I knew.
I know, I know. I wish that you did. I wish that like we shared a mind so that
Hey,
way
I
you
feel like we're not far off. Okay.
That's true. That's true. There have been times when like one of us has messaged the other and we go and the other one is already typing.
Yeah.
And it's like, you know.
Like
How'd you
again,
know?
I could pick up on your sense of humor right away in our first coffee chat, and it was like, oh, she's got it. Like, you're quick to the comedy, you're funny, you pick up on comedic timing, you know how to read a room. I'm like, you have all the skills. You have everything it takes to be here, and look at you.
Well, Bree, when are people going to give me money for it?
Hey, keep going, because it took us 2 months, and I say us, and it's like, again, I use we, me, it's me. It's me. There's nobody hired yet, but keep doing affiliate marketing.
Yeah.
That eventually kicks off and you start getting conversions. It's like I use Partner Stack for most of my LinkedIn stuff where I tell everybody, I'm like, I film my show for the YouTube series is filmed in Riverside. I've just started putting up ads on LinkedIn and it's my affiliate link. It doesn't have to be a sponsored ad because it's still something I'm using and it's people are clicking because they see like I'm not hiding anything.
Yeah.
These are the tools I'm using. It's not going to take away from what I'm doing. Like we said earlier, keep pitching. I will say, like I talked about this the other day in my Slack where I have been pitching the YouTube series alone for 3 months. What feels like it's probably been a little over 2.
Yeah.
And most of the feedback that we were getting, because we started pitching before the show debuted, and most of the feedback that I got back from the brands was, put out the first season and come back with us with all of the data from that. And I was like, all right. So, but again, one of them, I was like, okay, they're really interested in this. And it's crazy because they are an advertising partner for the UFC. It's like one of their official partners. And they immediately responded like to our initial pitch, which wasn't perfect, by the way. It did have an error. And because we made it funny, they responded almost right away to that one. And like, it was so, I think my subject line was like, we have a big ass brick of content for you or something. Like, it was something stupid.
Mhm.
Like, that's the other thing. Like, I think there's so many times that creators get in over like overthinking things. And I think pitching is one of those.
Mm-hmm.
Where some people think, pitch to like 1 or 2 companies a week. But the reality is if you want to make it and you want to find a way to monetize sponsorships, you have to be pitching to like 10 to 20 brands a day.
Mm-hmm.
Because you also have to think on the other side of this, on the brand side, because I've been on that side. They're getting pitches from creators. They're getting sporting deals. They're getting licensing deals. They're getting pitched from the masses every single day.
Yeah.
And again, Harry Potter was denied by 99 publishers before it got accepted. I think it's that some people just aren't doing enough outreach. But I'd say like after that conversation, they came back and they were like really interested. We met, we went through everything that we were doing and they were like, okay, this is great, but they're not ready to roll the dice on an unknown name yet. And I was like, all right, cool. And again, I'm shooting my shot. That's it. I'm just sending out a pitch and a media kit. This is what we can do. This is how we can support. These are our numbers where we're at. I don't have 1 million followers. I talk about how LinkedIn is my biggest asset right now, along with like obviously the website now, and like what we're doing, but there's nothing crazy in there. And they came back and they were like, okay, we want to, we want to be there for season 2, reach out to us then. And I'm like, all right. So to Rob's question, how do you pitch? Phone, social, email? I primarily pitch via email, and I will give you guys my tip after this. So, because I do leverage a very funny way of getting emails. For this specific sponsor, they wanted to be there for season 2. I'm like, all right, I'm getting distracted by the comments. You should teach us how to pitch. I do have something like a freebie coming up for my newsletter for next week, which is the art of pitching. There'll be a really nice download in there. But after like 3 days, because I've talked about this in my Slack, I have used, this is a tool. It's like $9 a month. It's called vidIQ. It essentially does the SEO on your YouTube for you, which it can help you generate better titles, better descriptions, and better tags. So I took all of the shorts that, like short clips that I had from all the interviews, and I threw them up on YouTube. And we were 8 days in at almost 16,000 views. So we're averaging 2,000 views a day.
Nice.
So if you're averaging 2,000 views a day and you're on day 8, at that rate, like you can create a formula for forecasting. And it was like, okay, then that means we will probably be around 60,000 views for our first month. So I was like, I feel like that's pretty good data. So I took that
really good.
Yeah, I took it back to the agency, and they were like, you know what? Congratulations. That's a really big deal. We're going to do a test episode in September. So we have our first sponsor coming on board in September after a year.
Hell yeah. We love that.
Like,
That's
getting
awesome.
everything together. Yeah, and this is a really big one. So it's like, you don't necessarily have to chase the small ones. If you want to make money, like, that's the thing. And like, to the comment that it says, I unfortunately feel like I do not have the patience to pimp out myself or my brand, but will eventually get recognized. You can get whatever you want out of this. Noah. He told me that the other day, and I fucking cackled. Yes, because like again, we had a client reach out who needed some help, and like I gave her some tips on this stuff. And Noah's like, "You have resting pitch face," and I was like, "That is the best compliment I've ever gotten." Yeah. But yeah, vidIQ, again, like going back, because my brain is squirrel. vidIQ is really good if you're doing YouTube stuff. It can help boost your numbers. And I will say, for like the media kit, it's just about having a really good one. We have a couple slides. We have an intro title. We have a section for all of our data that shows, and I say ours because I don't know. That's where I'm at right now with talking. But I say, like I have impressions, views. Like the biggest thing is that it's not necessarily about the followers you have. It's about the engagement. Because brands are needing to pay for access to communities because they can't grow on their own. Like they want to activate within pre-built communities because it's less of a risk for them and it's a bigger reward. So like keep going. I will say, there's a comment from Ambreen. Did you get those offers in the beginning where the brand says they will give you a product for free, but you have to pay for shipping? To those, again, I will never tell a creator what they should or should not be doing. Like you have to figure out what makes sense for you. I don't take those deals because I'm in the lane of I'm not paying for anything. I'm all for gifting campaigns because I love free shit. And if it's not something that I can use, I can put it in a gift bag for somebody else, or my kids take it because they love getting packages and trying cool stuff. So I'm all about like gifting campaigns. Sometimes you can get really cool stuff. Like gifting campaigns don't necessarily have to be like a super cheap product. We got gifted Nickelodeon passes, like to the Nickelodeon theme park. I've gotten gift cards, I've gotten PR boxes, I've got swag, I've got products, I've gotten all kinds of stuff. So you just have to figure out, like, is it something you'd actually use and promote? Is it a requirement? Do you want to chase the smaller ones yet? I will say sometimes with like the smaller ones that want to offer you like $100, they're low-hanging fruit, but also at the same time, I'm in touch with reality, and I know the $100 can go a long way for some people. Like that can pay a couple of bills or buy groceries or do whatever. So again, it's up to you what makes sense for you and what you will accept. But at the same time, protect yourself, educate yourself on what you need to know from like protecting yourself against brands, because they will also take advantage of creators.
You're so wise, Brie. I love not only like listening to you share these things, but the fact that like you're on Podcassidy sharing it with my community. This feels per episode to me.
And look where all this started. Simply because we had a coffee chat.
Yeah.
And you came in so bubbly with personality, and I was like, girl, I don't know why you're nervous. Like, you have the spark. You can do this. Like,
I still like don't believe you or Max or like anyone. I'm like, I don't know. Maybe I'm LinkedIn funny, but not like internet funny. You know what I mean? You know what I mean?
No. We just talked about this. Screw those people. That is why like LinkedIn lunatics exist. Like, the world is gonna doubt you enough. Do not do that to yourself. Don't ever put yourself down. You do nothing but blow fire up your butt. You are your number one hype girl.
I
get those people suck. Like, not everybody's gonna like it. I'm sure there are so many people that are like, God, I wish she'd shut the hell up already. But guess what? I'm not going to. I don't care. You don't have to watch me.
Yeah.
Don't ever dilute yourself for the sake of the internet's opinions, because I can promise you they will always be there no matter what lane you fall in.
Yeah.
And who cares what they think? They're hate watching your stuff, which is so bizarre. It's like, go to therapy. Why are you mad at my content? Go deal with whatever trauma you're dealing with. Like, go get some help. That it's okay to ask for help. But also, if you want to be a dungeon troll, that's your problem. That's not my problem.
I'm wearing a Dungeons. This is it says Dungeons and Dragon Nights, so it's a like pun.
I am obsessed with that.
It has like Pikachu at the bottom. Yeah.
Okay, we have Dungeons and Dragons, but I mean like basement dwellers. There's a big difference. Like, again, the world has enough of that, and like, if you want to use your social media for bad, like that, again, that's on you. I'm not carrying that mental like load. I'm not going to do it. I'm going to have fun. I'm going to focus on what I'm building. And like, that's all you have to do to like navigate through all of this, because it's messy. It's going to be frustrating. As a creator, I will say that some of the things, like we talked about this before, that you will end up seeing, and this comes from experience and seeing other big creators go through this, of people will cheer you on until you start succeeding. And then it's like, oh, wait, I know. So that's going to be really fun when you get there, and you'll see it. You'll know immediately, because they'll stop cheering you on.
Yeah.
And then it's like, oh, okay, well, I'm not worried about that. I'm going to stay focused on what I'm doing. Like, you're going to have people that fall off, that just disconnect for whatever reason. And you're going to go through a lot of shit on here.
Yeah.
You're going to go through
shit, Briana, like, already have in the last.
I know. I've said this is what I'm telling you. Like, I worked for a creator for over a year. And this is somebody who had over 1 million followers. Like, the team was brilliant. This person themselves, stunning, like gorgeous. And they had an entire Reddit group of like over 10,000 people dedicated to hating them and tearing down their life. And it's like, first of all, what is wrong with y'all? Because if you're that obsessed with somebody and tearing them down, like, you seriously need help. But also seeing how the internet treated somebody like this, I was like, oh, then they're definitely going to hate me. This is somebody that is gorgeous. I think this person is flawless, and the internet is literally destroying, like, trying to tear down their mental health every day. And it's like, accepting that no matter what you do, you're not going to make everybody happy. You're going to make a lot of people hate you by just being you. And guess what? Who gives a shit?
What?
That's a them problem.
What sort of things would they do to like stay in a positive mind? Because when 10,000 people,
yeah, it's a lot.
They hate you, like that's way bigger than getting like a couple hate comments.
Yeah, on, I mean, one, blocking freely is something that they did. No, it was Noah. I'm just kidding. But like, I mean, this person was surrounded by family who supported them. They would, talk to them about these moments when it would really get to them. And like, it did for a long time, but then they overcame that and like realized a lot of it's jealousy or people trying to project their insecurities onto you. And like, so it was a lot of like also getting their own therapy and talking through like why people are reacting like this. Because the person didn't cause controversy. They didn't do anything crazy. Like, in my like eyes, like, they were the gold standard on how to be a professional in this space. They didn't come back with like negative responses to people. They would just block. So I say that, like, block as much as you want. I have so many people blocked on LinkedIn because I do not care.
Yeah.
Block and rock.
Block and rock. Yes, I love it. One of the things that Bill had asked me when he was on a couple days ago was how many people I had blocked. I think I'm at like 140 or 150 something. Like,
that's boundaries.
Bye.
Yes.
So much of what you tell me like sinks in to my brain. Like, the little wrinkles in my brain, it hears Bree's words and it just like opens to allow them in. They are, it's just,
it's hard.
Yeah. I got really caught up in my description, and like, I saw you like cover your mouth. I was like, oh, I got weird with it. And then and then
not at all
trailed off, but it'll come
okay.
Back. Oh no, I was talking about these comments. That's what it was.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And the thing that you told me that really stuck with me was like treating it like your house. Like, if someone comes in and they're like talking poorly about you, telling you like your house sucks, you're not.
Yeah, I think I told you, if they like, if you open the door. Yeah, I tell people this all the time. Like, if you open your front door and someone's standing there and they're like, your rug is fucking ugly, I'm gonna slam the door and be like, bye, bro. You don't have to look at it. Like, I'm like very intentional with that, because it's better to just block and remove them, because the other level that a lot of people don't think about is like, I'm not giving someone who wants to come in and be negative the access to my community, because whatever they have to say could be triggering to somebody else in my community. Because I have a lot of people like, I've been very honest and very open about my own mental health journey. There's a lot of people that are battling theirs right now, or in dark times or spaces because they don't have work, they can't pay their mortgages, they can't, like, there's so many different scenarios. Like, I have people that have like stressful relationships, or their home environment's not good, like, and having that kind of empathy, I think, is really crucial if you're, running your own community. So thinking about that too, of not just how it impacts you, but how is this going to impact other people who might see it. Like, I'm going to remove you immediately. I'm not going to let you be a part of it, and I'm not going to let you impact anybody else that's here. Like, I'm going to come at you like Steve in season 1 with the baseball bat and nails of Stranger Things. Like,
yeah.
no, thank you. Not around here.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Those are words that everyone needs to hear. I hope everyone in the comments, like, wrote it on a sticky note, like, put it somewhere.
Block and rock, baby.
Like, even if you're not, like, necessarily a content creator, like, just someone that comments, but someone's being mean, like, get them out of there.
Yeah. Like, there's no room for that. It's 2026. There's enough going on in the world. Like, I am not interested in anybody else's anger, nor am I going to carry that. That, again, that's a you problem.
Yeah.
If you don't want to come in like this is a rave, see you later.
Yeah.
Like, just, I don't have time for it. I want to laugh. The world needs to laugh more.
Yeah. Who would be, like, your dream sponsors for the Yapper Gazette? If you could get any, well, we all know it would be Nicholas. We all know that's number one. And we all know that Hamburger Helper would also be on that list. You already speak loudly about them both, so not those.
I know, and it's crazy because I've had people like tag them before, but like it's still a dream just because I've watched his path, and like we're really big supporters of each other. But they have a different priority. I'd still eventually love to work with Freebird because I adore Jay and the team. And if you guys don't follow his TikToks, I will say you are severely missing out. He's got a new series where, again, none of this is sponsored. I love what he was doing. And I've loved getting to know him and like watching his founder journey. Mm-hmm. He did a video today that was like, what does Freebird pair well with? And he just picks up and he's like, a pen. It pairs well with a pen. And I'm sorry, I want to work with brands like that have personality and that aren't afraid to show it. And I was like, Jay, if this isn't a commercial, I'm gonna riot. Like, these are the kind of commercials I want to see brands doing. But I think, in all honesty, I mean, I've reached out to some crazy ones, but I think some of the bigger still, like WWE, would be wild, even though we just got our thing with them. But having them as an official sponsor would be really fun.
Yeah. Hell yeah, that would.
Yeah, it just because, like, I was not playing with Barbies as a girl. Okay, I was like diving off the furniture and like giving my sisters the people's elbow. Mm-hmm. Yes, I do have a black kitty. I have a tuxedo cat.
Very important question.
Yeah, I would. He's not
around.
No, he's inside.
That was the whole reason I brought you on the show, Brie.
God. My bad. I mean, you'll have to book him
from the beginning.
Fine, I'll give you his availability and you can book him on his own. He's a yapper too.
Okay.
For those of you that don't know, I have a tuxedo cat. His name is Legend Dairy Brew. Because he is the first cat in our family on both sides. So he's the best. Like, I babysat some dogs the other day and I was like, you know what? I think I'm officially just a cat person now.
Whenever I make a good pun, like, you are the person I want to make proud, Brie. So I hope you appreciate when I made the post like an hour before and I said I needed to brew some
Oh my
coffee.
God, are you kidding me? Yes, I loved it. I love cheesy puns. I'm a pun girl. With most of the pitching that I do, that's what gets me in the door, is by making whoever the hell was on that receiving end laugh at how stupid it was.
Is there a pitch that like sticks out to you that you're like, this is like the best one that I've done, or like one of the ones I'm most proud of because of like the pun or like the way that you spun it?
I think probably the outreach ones that I've started doing this week, because I wanted to challenge myself. Mm-hmm. Because so many people have asked since I started doing the interviews, like, how are you getting these guests? And I'm like, I'm just asking. But I wanted to like kick it up a level, and I started doing some serious outreach to some of the like A-list side. And I sent an email to somebody by the name of Jack Sparrow to their publicist, and we got a response. Ooh. They're busy filming right now, but they were like, reach back out in a few months.
Okay.
So I think it's probably that. Like, when I'm writing these pitches, I'm really just writing to entertain myself. And I think that's what you as the creators need to do, is take off some of the pressure. Tell yourself, like, these people aren't even going to respond. And then watch what happens. Yeah. Because it has been crazy. Like, some of these pitches even inspired me. I think I'm going to do like a ranking for like who has the nicest publicist, and like at the end of the year I'm just gonna send them like a funny ass like ornament or something. Because some have been really funny. Again, like I will say right now, Johnny Depp has the nicest publicist in the world.
Yeah.
And responded to our pitch. So I think I'm in my like
are publicizing.
Oh, you'd be surprised. That's the thing. Like I do my work. I figure out ethical ways to contact, and you'd be surprised at how many of Hollywood, it's probably not surprising how many of them rep by the same place.
Ethical sourcing. I'm all about the unethical sources. Mm-hmm. I'm pulling up.
Yeah, we're trying to be taken serious. I'm not there yet. I'm trying to get in emails first and just we'll see. But like, it's been crazy. I think this week the pitch that I sent out, and it's the same pitch that goes out to everybody. I just changed one or two lines to fit whoever this specific person is that we're requesting. But I mean, we got responses from some really crazy publicists this week, and so I think that's probably my favorite one that I've sent out. And I will say, if you're a creator and you're trying to find sponsors, the best way to do it, again, is the reality of knowing like how many you need to be sending out pitches to, because it's also to get your name out there and letting them know that you exist as an option for them. Is I leverage AI. So I am a very pro AI user for using it as a tool, not as a solution. And as a creator, I will go in and I will put in a prompt that is like, give me the brands who have publicly listed marketing or PR emails, because those, if you're pitching as a creator, those are who you want to talk to. It's either going to be marketing, influencer manager, partnership manager, or one of those emails can at least point you in the right direction. And AI can usually gather, 20 to 25 or however many you need. And then you just want to go through there and put out if, the ones that make sense for you. So obviously you want to pull out any that you don't align with or don't agree with. So like me, you will never see me pitching with or doing sponsors with like big pharma or like the gun industry, because it's not my lane, it's not my thing. I should never be handed a weapon. I do get requests from like outdoor companies a lot with like bow and arrow stuff, and I'm like, I'm not the girl that should be like, no, again, I know what lane I'm in. I know who I do want to work with, I know who I don't, and then I just shouldn't ever like I am not I will trip over grass. Okay. I'm not equipped to do that. I was not like, I should have never played sports. I'm not that person. It's like, I say no to that. But it's a lot of pitching. It's a lot of outreach and just not giving up. And then, signing up for platforms like Passion Fruit and Limelight, and then there's a ton of other ones that you could just Google creator platforms for brand deals.
Yeah,
like you're just getting started. That's the thing. Like you're less than a year in, so it's like think of all the brands that are out there that exist, not just snacks, not just beverage. I'm talking products, services, all of that. That's how many opportunities you have to go find sponsors. So it's not about like that they don't exist. It's just about you finding the right ones that care enough about what you're doing.
One of the few good things about capitalism, the expansive market, freedom of choice, lots to choose from.
And for the again, there's for both sides, there's opportunities for everybody. Like I'm sure there's people that work with big pharma, there's people that work with like the gun industry. By all means, again, I trip over grass. So like you guys have seen me running around as the Lorax. I should not be carrying weapons of any sort. Because I'm also from the South, and I have that in me of like, well, you said something stupid, so.
Yeah. I understand. No, it's for the best. We'll keep the guns out of your hands. Thank you for the heads up, Bree.
You're welcome.
We'll pass it on to LinkedIn's safety team, so that way they can be aware if there is a Lorax running around with a gun. It's time to do something. And we all know how quick they are to act on things. So you'll have your account up for weeks and weeks and weeks still.
I mean, I think that's how I'm going to show up to whoever stole the Nick Cage movie. I just show up as the Lorax with a weapon at their house.
Give me the film now.
Yeah, like I still can't get over that story. The amount of times I was just talking to Noah about that I've been like tagged in that or sent that story somewhere.
Yep. I believe it. I'm sure whenever anything Nick Cage related comes up, like you're who comes to mind.
Oh yeah, 100%. And I love it. Because now all of you guys are in this with me. So like when anytime he's mentioned it, I'm like, I got somebody sending. I know when something happens because I get a DM on Instagram first from my IG team. And then I'll get something on LinkedIn from someone, and then it's Slack, and then it's email, and then it's Facebook, and then it's text. And it's like I'm hit up everywhere.
Email is so crazy. Email is so crazy. They're like, I have to email Bree that this happened.
You'd be surprised. And,
oh my god.
Then I had Brianne. I'm like blanking on her last name right now. Fleming. Last year telling me that I should have Google alerts turned on for Nick Cage. So I do in fact have Google alerts turned on for anything Nick Cage related. So my emails are, somebody thought they were like breaking news to me yesterday for him. And I was like, yeah, I saw this already come through.
Yeah.
have Google alerts turned on, and they were like, I'm still gonna pretend like I said it first, and I was like, it's totally fine. You could trust me. I'm very tapped in.
One of my favorite things that I had told you was at the very beginning, I was like, I don't know how to find my hamburger helper. Like, I don't know how to find my thing. And I still feel like that in kind of a sense, just in the fact that memes are very broad, but at the same time. Okay.
But Cassidy, you're overthinking it. What did you just do that you love doing?
I was going to ask a question, Bree. Damn.
Go ahead. I'm saying you're doubting yourself.
Well, how do people find their thing? How do people find their hamburger helper? How do they find their Nick Cage? How do they find their
what?
How do they find their Mickey? Like,
it's part of it is sitting down and thinking, what do you love the most? And making a list and going from there. Like for me, it was easy because with Hamburger Helper, it was never like a thing that I was like, oh, I'm going to make Hamburger Helper content or anything. It really was like, I was really bored. And last year I decided to start talking about, like, I was just like, thought leadership is not like, this is so beige and boring. Like as a marketer, I was like, I am dying here. Like, there is no reason that my LinkedIn needs to look like the corporate world.
Yeah.
So I was like, screw it. I'm just going to start making like stupid jokes, pulling from my own life, like experiences. And it was like, I've talked about it before. I grew up really poor, not a lot of resources. My mom did the best she could with what she had. And a lot of those resources meant eating things that weren't necessarily the greatest, but they got the job done. And like, so when I talked about Hamburger Helper, like it was just putting it in the content because it really was like a part of my life and like me pulling from that. And then I looked around my house, and the number one thing that I have a lot of stuff of is Nick Cage, because I'm surrounded by a bunch of enablers who have sent me literally everything for like every anniversary for my husband and I, every birthday, every holiday. I have the most insane Nick Cage items. I have prayer candles. I have a Nick Cage cardboard cutout. I have t-shirts. I have water bottles. I have coasters. I have insane things. So I just was like, okay, I'm gonna start talking about Nick Cage, and the internet loved it. It's like, take what you're super passionate about and like the things that you've actually were a part of your life and put that in your content and like let it come to you naturally, because it wasn't like I started out of like this is my Hamburger Helper, or like Nick Cage is my. I just started talking about those things, and it just got elevated naturally. So it's like, I mean, you guys would be surprised. I don't think Hamburger Helper truly wants any part of my shenanigans now.
They're like, Brie, we're kind of over it.
I mean, it's like, it's whatever. It's, the wrong people are at their table right now, and that's okay. You just have to wait them out if you truly like the brand. That's just knowing from the marketing side. There's a lot of people that will also be your roadblock as a creator, and it's not you, it's them. Because if you really are like building all of these things and you're doing all the right things and you're being a professional and all you want to do is elevate and hype up their brand, and they don't want to make you a part of that community, that's on them. And it's just the wrong person, wrong time. Wait them out. Give them like 2 years, because they will be gone. And then you can try again.
I was going to say, turnover's pretty high everywhere.
Especially in marketing. So I will end it on that note. Like,
keep shooting your shot.
Keep shooting your shot, because it will get you to some really crazy places.
Brie, we made it through an hour. Felt like 10 minutes, as it always does with you.
I know. It never feels like it's long enough.
What are your closing thoughts?
if you are a creator right now and you're it doesn't matter where you are in your journey, like find what works for you. Know that yes, it is hard work. You don't have to do everything at once. It does make things easier at the end if you start setting up your lanes, all of them. You can't have any excuses to not get things done. Look at Cassidy. She's a great example of this. I literally told her on a Friday that she needed to just get her website done by that Monday. She didn't let anything stop her from doing that and making it happen. And believe in yourself more than anything or anyone else, because that's the fire that gets everybody else on board. So, like, don't put yourself down. Know that there's a seat for literally everybody. It's just, what do you want to do with it?
Oh, I love it.
Mm-hmm.
And just to re-emphasize and re-say it, like, people are free to DM you, are free to obviously follow you, but connect with you and be added to your wonderful, wonderful network.
Yeah, I mean, my DMs, I say this all the time. My DMs are literally always open for creators.
Yeah. All right. Perfect. Well, thank you coming, Bree. I am so happy to have finally gotten you on the show.
I know.
Thank you, everyone who showed up and commented. I appreciate you, and I appreciate all the questions that were being tossed in. Next Podcassidy will be Friday at 8 p.m. Eastern, and I will talk to you soon. All right. Bye.